was. I am joined by a dear friend and my co-anchor Dipanshu Madan. Good evening, Dipanshu.
गुड इवनिंग साक्षी मज़ा नहीं आया बैटिंग देख के बाकी एक्सपर्ट्स बताएंगे सर फर्स्टली आई विल कम टू यू 130 एक्सपेक्ट किया था इससे बेटर परफॉर्मेंस या फिर जो काम जिम्बाब्वे कर सकती थी उतना उन्होंने कर दिया
No, I think they're about 15 runs short of what they would expect. 145, 150 they would have expected. But they lost wickets in the middle unnecessarily. They were doing well, they were going well. And Shadab, they had almost played him out. And last 4 balls में उन्होंने 3 wicket लिया. They don't play leg spin very well and they had virtually seen him off, but they played unnecessary shots and got out. And that has pushed them back, otherwise they would have scored 150 probably.
Right, and Malay, Zimbabweans did get a good start. Let's not forget कि उनकी शुरुआत काफ़ी अच्छी हुई थी first 2-3 overs, but then suddenly things went downhill for them as soon as the first wicket fell. So is this where we see the cracks in the team now coming out, that it's still not that kind of team we would have thought Zimbabwean would be?
Well, I wouldn't say it. I mean, it'll be a bit too harsh on the Zimbabweans to say that. But look, the fact is that it was not after the fall of the first wicket that they seemed to be losing the game. 95 for 3. I mean, 3 wickets were gone. They had 95. And then 95 for 7.
Yes.
So 4 wickets gone without adding a run. And that is where the middle order seemed to have completely collapsed. That was the moment when Williams got out.
Yes.
That was the turning point of this match. तभी लगा कि अब मैच जिम्बाब्वे के हाथ से जा रहा है. मगर क्रिकेट है, 130 बुरा स्कोर नहीं है. 2020 जो ये पिच है अभी आप जो देख रही हैं, इस पिच पर मैं ये नहीं कह सकता कि पाकिस्तान तेज गेंदबाजों को बहुत अच्छा खेल लेगा. ये भी कहना बहुत मुश्किल है. लेकिन हाँ, बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं. हम लोग लेकिन किंतु परंतु में पढ़ने लगे तो फिर तो होगा ही नहीं कुछ.
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने कि क्रिकेट जो है अनिश्चितताओं का खेल है. लेकिन वेंकट सर, जिस तरह से टेंडम में गेंदबाजी हुई और जो नया कमर कहाँ मोहम्मद वसीम, ही बैंक द बॉल. आपने विकेट देखा सिकंदर रजा का, किस तरह से स्क्वायर लेग में उनको एक जाल बुन करके फंसाया गया. बिकॉज जैसे आप ऑफ एयर बात कर रहे थे कि पर्थ है, बड़ा स्टेडियम है, इतना आसान नहीं है बाउंड्रीज लगाना. बहुत ही अच्छी गेंदबाजी का मुजाहरा.
नहीं, ठीक था, स्टडी बॉलिंग था. देयर इज नथिंग हॉस्टाइल इन द बॉलिंग. एंड 95 for 3, there was no need to play some of the short selection was not correct. रिवर्स स्वीप में आउट हो रहे हैं, डिफेंस करके स्लिप में कैच दे रहे हैं. और नो, दैट शोज देयर शॉट सिलेक्शन इज वेरी पुअर. 4 of them have been out playing unnecessary shots, when especially Williams, when he was batting with 31. And you know something, what stood out today was that the Pakistan bowling is not very effective against left-handers. And if you saw the match and you analyze it, the left-handers threw away their wicket unnecessarily. And they could have put a lot of pressure on the Pakistani had they scored 160, for example. And some 20-30 runs difference could have been there if they had built a few partnerships in the middle. They should have been careful with Shadab because they're not used to playing leg spin, as I said. And he's a good bowler. And he bowled steady. He didn't do anything exceptional. But they succumbed to that pressure unless he tried to hit him out of the ground, tried to play lofted shots. When you've just come in, you've not even played one ball, you're trying to hit a ball, pull the ball or strike over mid-wicket. These are not good shots to play when you come in. When you're set, it's different.
Especially when you're betting on 31.
Yeah.
He was batting quite comfortably, as you
Absolutely.
rightly mentioned.
And there was no need for him to play that shot and get out, knowing that he's the sheet anchor of the team. The middle order depends on him. And he's set. If he was not set, it's a different thing. He was batting with 31 good runs. And he looked at good nick. But then, this is the difference between a team which is coming up and a class team. The class team will make that 31 turn it into a 70 or 80 and win the match for your team.
Correct, that's right. In fact, since we're talking about मोहम्मद वसीम जूनियर, जिनका आज इंक्लूजन हुआ है, अपने श्रोताओं को हम बता दें कि 4 ओवर्स को जो उनको बोल करने को मिला, उसमें उन्होंने 24 रन दिए, जिसमें 4 बहुत क्रूशल विकेट्स भी उन्होंने लिए at an economy rate of just 6 runs per over. Now let's just shift the focus to the other bowler also, Malay, Haris Rauf. The only thing that stands out quite clearly in the way this man has bowled is his economy rate of 3 runs per over in the 4 overs that he bowled. Now we're talking of T20. and being able to maintain that economy rate or have an economy rate of 3 goes to show the commendable line and length also that this bowler would have been bowling at.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he was bowling all right. I mean, I would not say it was exceptional bowling. The fact that runs didn't come was more because of the failure of the Zimbabwe batsman than his balls. You see, let me tell you one thing. If you look at the speed of the balls, Shahid Afridi was not able to cross the 135 mark.
Yes.
Sorry, Shaheen Afridi.
Shaheen Afridi, yes.
He was not able to cross. Now, if you look at the last few overs, the last over, and the last over bowled by the newcomer, then you will see that he was bowling around 142, 143, 144. So that was the best that came on this pitch from the Pakistani pacers. Now that is something which is a cause of worry for Pakistan team. When you are relying on your paceman और उसके बाद आपके तेज गेंदबाज 135 से नीचे रह रहे हैं, फिर क्या होगा?
Yes, of course, and as we get to know that यहाँ से अब हम सीधे चलेंगे पाकिस्तानी इनिंग्स की तरफ, लेकिन पहले अपने सारे श्रोताओं को बता दें कि आप हमारे इस शो को प्रसार भारती स्पोर्ट्स के YouTube चैनल पर भी देख सकते हैं। और दोस्तों, इसके साथ अब वक्त हो गया है कि हम आपसे इजाज़त लें और आप हमारी कमेंट्री टीम अब यहाँ से जुड़ेगी। Well, Pakistan have a target of 131 to win in 20 overs. Thank you so much, gentlemen. We'll see you at the end of the show, and to all our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you.
Free Hit 2020। इस कार्यक्रम के प्रस्तुतकर्ता थे प्रवीण चंद और वीके तोमर। ये कार्यक्रम आकाशवाणी के दिल्ली केंद्र से प्रसारित किया गया।
But this time Kohli audaciously lofts the